Vismridipurāṇānāmalayam karuṇālayam namāmi bhagavatpādam Shankaram lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vante Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Namasre Shankarananda Gurupadambujanmane Savilasa Grahagrasaika karmane Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Namo Narayanaya. We are in the second chapter, the last part of second chapter, discussing the contemplation on 5 elements. The existence are Sat and the elemental part of those substances, elements. So here comes the theory of Maya. So whatever we perceive, the elemental part of that is the manifestation of Maya. Existence is ever unmanifested. Existence is always the same. So there is no connection, no disconnection of existence. Therefore, we have to say this reality which is appearingly real. This is what the manifestation of Maya, because it is ever changing. So this comparison, this discrimination is the main subject of this chapter, which is already we have discussed a lot on that. Now, towards the end, as the conclusion, whatever we discuss in practical sense, how we experience that and how can manage, how we can manage our continuing thought process. So this will be discussed there. Along with that, some questions and answers. So it is there in the test itself. Now, the 96th shloka, which is the continuation of 95th. Brahmanda madhye tishtandi bhuvanani chadurdasha bhuvaneshu vasanteshu pranideha yatha yatham. So, Brahmanda madhye, in the cosmos, as we call it, universe, according to our scriptures and Puranas, we have 14 layer of different worlds. So the one world is this earth itself, and above there are 6, and below there are 7. So like that we have 14 level of the worlds. So we call it Chadurdasha Bhuvanani. And each world has one name, like Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satya. This is above worlds. And below Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. So these are the names given in scriptures, just to divide and understand the cosmos. So there are some division. They have different qualities, like we say atmosphere and beyond that. So though like that, there are many words like different level of atmosphere and like that. So this is just for the sake of understanding that we have to contemplate like that. Now, how one can go there, it's a different story. According to the karmas we perform, the rituals and other karmas. So, according to the karma, we have this consciousness level, the different level of consciousness. So, actually, this bhuvanas, the worlds, are different level of consciousness and experiences. So, that's there. So Brahmanda Madhye Tishthanti Bhuvanani Chaturdesha. Now all these 14 worlds are Bhuvanani Vasantieshu Prani Deha Yathayatham. According to their karmas, their suitable karmas and bodies, they live there in different levels. So these are called Bhuvanas. This comes under the gross manifestation of Maya. These bhuvanas, the 14 worlds, are still gross manifestation of Maya. That's why it's called bhuvana. Bhuvana means worlds, different worlds. Then the 97th shloka is connected with this. Brahmandaloga deheshu sadvastuni prithak krite asanto andadayo bhantu tadbhane piha kachatihi. Now, the author says, now these all the worlds are there. Now, you don't worry about it. No, our purpose is not knowing all these different worlds and understanding those and doing something about it. This is in the process of understanding, in order to just divide the world and experiences. We have divided in like this. That's all. So Brahmanda Loga Deheshu. Now there is Brahmanda as the cosmos, we call it, and Lokas. There are 14 Lokas, and Dehas. There are different types of body existing bodies, living beings. So all these are sadvastuni prithakrite. Our point is, if we abstract, if we separate the sadvastu, the existence from that, then there is no Brahmanda, there is no worlds, there is no body, there is no nothing. This is what point here. So Brahmanda sadvastuni prithakrite. So when we think about the gods and like that, so we can just maybe may not be there. We don't worry about it. But one thing we know, if the heaven is there, that is nothing but me. So I am the existence, and I am giving the existence. I am extending my existence to the heavenly world. So now this is the Vedanta. This is the original Vedanta. So there is no dilution in this. They just say, if there is a heaven, you accept it. from any source, any religion, if you have accepted, that it shows it will be there. If it is there, that the existence of that world, that heavenly world, is because of me, because I am the only existence which is experienced. No other existence is experienced as existence. The other experiences of existence are attributed to, or we can say, the manifestation of Maya, as we said just now. So this is the technique. This is the method we use for the separation. Now you say you don't have to worry about even Swargam and no, or the heaven and other worlds and other experiences. No, let it be there, because if it is there, we don't have any problem. If it is not there, we don't worry about it. So we don't mind. So that is why it says asando andadayo bhanto. Now you see, if there is no existence given by Sat, or the existence, the extension of existence by Sat, if it is not there, then what happens? All these worlds, this different world, different experience are unreal. So asantaha, they are reduced into nothing. So there is nothing. Therefore, andadayo asantaha bhanto. If you like to accept it, you accept it. Okay. So accordingly, you do your karmas and try to do it. Because when you know that Atma is the existence, then the other world and other experiences, you don't have to worry. The mind will not be applied into that. So then what happened? If it is there, then how we can go there? It says tadbhane viha kachati. If it is there, let it appear, because it is, after all, it is an appearance. Yes, if the whole world, what we are seeing in front of us with our all panchendriyas, if this is an appearance, then what about heaven and other worlds? So they are also appearance. So we don't worry about so let the appearance be there. There are many dreams we enjoyed. Then what happened? Similarly, you can go to Swargam, heaven, and you will have a big dream or enjoyable dream. So you will just enjoy and leave the place and come back. What is that? So it's okay. If it is happening, it's okay. Otherwise, it's also okay. So we don't have to worry about it. So that is why it said tadbhaneviha kakshadi. This is with the condition provided by that you have the exact knowledge of existence of Brahman. Otherwise, you will be thrown into Swarga or Naraka in all those words. No. So if your karma is according to those words, you are there. Then you have to go there and experience all the enjoyments there. But if you are a sincere knower of Brahman, of this ultimate existence, then that part is solved. So then you don't have to worry. Now, one big worry people have is they are afraid, oh, they will go to heaven or to hell or where, we don't know, and what is going to happen after the death. No, people are so much worrying about it. So they don't want to know all these things. Now the Vedanta saying, now why you are worrying about it? Because after the death also, he will be there. Because you cannot die. You are the existence. The existence cannot die. Nobody can kill existence. Kam ghatayati hantikam. So Krishna asked Arjuna, Now you see who is going to kill and who will be killed. Nobody is going to be killed there. So kam ghatayati hantikam. You cannot kill the existence, or you cannot destroy the existence. So therefore, if you know this truth, then that is good for you. Then you have done. You are in the right path, you have done. Now you don't have to worry. So leave off all the worries and just be with the existence and try to discriminate what is happening with you in your mind. That's all. When the old vasanas, old impressions and tendencies no, rise up and come up, no, puffs up, you just take them and think about it. Why I am thinking like this? What is this? What is this matter is? So there is no meaning of this. So whatever pops up in your mind because of the old no, experiences and vasanas, the problems behind you, let face them and take them and think that these problems are made because of this reason. I am not this problem. I have nothing to do with the problem. This mind brings this problem. The intellect is attached to that, and even the ego is taking a part of that. So therefore, I am having this all this nuisance. So let it be there. I am beyond this. So this is how it is there. Therefore, it says tadbhane biha kakshati. So what does it matter even if they still continue to appear in all the worlds and experience, still they are there. Let it be there. Why if when the mind stops, everything will stop. And in between this reality and unreality, there is only what is really is your sadhana. So you are in between this reality and unreality. Now you know the Brahman is real, and other than Brahman, apart from Brahman, everything is unreal. Now you are in between. You have sometimes the experience or the knowledge of reality. You accept it. You live with that. And sometimes all the unreal things comes up and say, no, 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 you are not this. You don't say all these are just no, just talking. And this Vedanta is just preaching. There is nothing. You have to do this. If you don't do this, and then it's gone. You are gone. So this is the disturbing vasanas, and then you are in between. Now you are no in dilemma. So what to do? To accept it is not to accept it. What Pancadashi says is right, or what is happening with me is right, or what is right, we don't know. So this is the situation. All sadhakas probably we can say from no, the beginning of creation, all the sadhakas they must have experienced this. So this is the stage of mind. We accept it and then go further and no get more informations, more correct knowledge, and apply your logic and experience. And whenever some emotions no again come up, you just take them and try to understand and leave them off. So this is what he is saying. This is like tad bhane biha kakshati. No, what is wrong with that? If somebody says you are a wrong person, no, people say you are very wrong. No, you are not a good person. You have this problem, that problem. Your mind is not good. You are talking. You are not talking well, and all these your behavior is not good. There are so many bad things. People talk about that. So when you hear those, you are worried about. Oh, I am so bad person. How can I live with? How can I live in this society? So that is what you think. Now you see, it's very simple. If you use your common sense, he or she or whoever talked about that, those are only words. He uttered some words towards you. minding you, just know that just to disturb you. So they don't mind. So okay, he's talking. Okay, his energy for that words he is producing. It's also from Atma, and what he is pronouncing is also from Atma because of that. And that's all. That's it is all. The existence is with Atma. So let the words be there, and let the words be vibrate there, and they just go and just like that. You don't take for as yourself. Now you just catch that word. If somebody is using some word for something wrong for somebody else, if you overhear that word, also you think, oh, it might be about me. Oh, then you just catch that word and you are disturbed. Now you see what is the use of this? So therefore, if it is there, is there. Okay, if I am wrong, it's okay, accepted. I am wrong. What is there? So because the if I am wrong with my mind or body and all those. I am not wrong with myself. I cannot be wrong with myself. So I am always free from all these disturbances. This is the typical Vedanta style of sadhana. If you take it seriously, if you practice it, you will solve all the problems within a week. The next week, you will not have any problem because no problem can come to you. How can any problem come to you? Because this is related to something else. I cannot relate with this. So this is how it goes. Okay. But one thing I say, when you practice this, it should be in your inner mind. Outside you should show some face, some emotion, some smiling or some reaction if somebody is talking. If you don't react, if you are in a family, you are in you are living with somebody, some other people, if you have no face reaction or no nothing, so then they will be more disturbed. So why she is like that, why he is like that, you will think about it. Therefore you just show some reaction in the face, but you don't take as it is yourself. The inner core of your existence should be in peace always, in calm, because it doesn't go there. So okay, you can just laugh on that, or you can say utter some words, no, against that, or something like that. Some reaction. You just show some reaction. Then see how it changes. After sometimes everything goes. Nothing will come to you. So this is why he said here, Tad bhane biha kakshatihi. Let the illusory appearance be there in many forms, multiple forms. So what we are going to lose? Nothing. So this is the practice. Now the next slokas, like no final conclusion of this discussion, the 98th sloka. Bhuda bhaudiga maya nama satvethyandavasite sadvastvadvaidamityesha dhir viparyeti na kvachit. He says, by this long discussion, we have the thorough knowledge, or we are convinced that Bhuta, Bhautika, Maya, all these those three forms, elements and the modification of elements, Bhautikas, body and other things, and the Maya, the material cause of this creation, Maya. So, Bhuta Bhautika Mayana, Asatve, Atyanda Vasita. So, we came to the conclusion that all these three are asat. By their nature, they are unreal. Unreal So knowing this unreality of all these three, what he does, sadvastu advaitamityeshadhi. So he is established in the non-duality of Atman. So he is experiencing, he is having the thorough knowledge of Advaita, non-dual Brahman. So he accepts that, and now by the practice, he has that experience. So being in that experience, sadvastu advaita mityesha. Now people may doubt. They doubt, okay, when we study Vedanta and practice for some times, okay, we think that we are Brahman, we are Advaitam. No, I am existence and bliss, absolute, everything is okay. But is there a chance that it may go away again? Then they says, no. Once this non-dual experience is there, you have experienced it. Viparyetina kochit, then you will not have any doubt or any opposite thought or against this. Why? Because you know the reality. When you know the reality, how can you make a thought, no, it is unreal, I am not this? So whenever you have this doubt, you just think of your deep sleep experience. Because sometimes you may not remember all these Vedantic points and these shlokas, because I guess that you are not memorizing these shlokas, right? If you are memorizing, it's okay, you can remember these shlokas and understand. If you are not memorizing or sentence by sentence, then what you can remember immediately is you remember your deep sleep and think, who am I? I am like that. So now what is happening to me? So who is real? Am I real in this level or am I real in that level? Which is real? So you just inquire like this. Just put this thought, immediately you can see that the problem goes. You have no fear then. So therefore, this knowledge of Brahman, since it is the core experience of Atma, the soul itself, the self itself, no, it cannot be changed. Therefore, viparyetina kochit. So there is no chance of doubt. There is no chance of opposite thought, because we have applied whatever way, whatever no, logic we could apply, we applied it. So just practice that. So then he says there is no fear that this knowledge, this experience may go away. It will not. Other experience goes away, but this experience will not go away. Okay. Sadadvaitat prithak bhute dvaite bhumyadirupiणी tattadartha kriya loke yatha drishta tathaiva sa. Now you see other practical no, level of understanding. He says sadadvaitat prithak bhute dvaite bhumyadirupiणी. All this bhumi and earth and other elements, they are all dvaitas. So all this duality is being discarded. Prithak bhute. So bhumyadi rupini dvaite prithak bhute. How you discard it? Sadadvaitat. Knowing the Atma as Advaita, non-dual, Brahman, non-dual existence, you discarded, you no, separated all this bhumi and all other things, all elemental manifestations. So then there comes a question in practical level. Then what we are experiencing now, if everything is separated from me, when I eat sugar, I feel sweet. I taste sweet. I experience it. And other experiences, other sensual experiences are like that. They are there. They have not gone. People, all sadhakas ask this. I am having this knowledge, thorough knowledge. I have no doubt on this. Then why I am seeing all this? Why I am having, still I am having all these experiences? People ask this. So he's answering for this. Then he says, you see, in this world of duality, in this empirical experience, tad artha kriya loke yatha drishta tathaiva sa. No, this empirical transactions, this experiences, actions, artha kriya. Artha kriya means when you experience something, like I said, sweet. When you eat sweet, you will taste sweet. Now you don't taste experiences, worldly experiences, empirical experiences. Actually, this is the natural manifestation or the elemental transactions and changes of its own process. It is nothing to do with you, because the elemental changes never ask you what to do and how to do. Do they ask you? No. It's like, no, your body is changing. What is happening there? Body is having an elemental change. The changes are happening in elemental level with all the 5 elements. Okay. So now these 5 elements which are constantly changing in your body, they do not ask you we should change or not, should we change or not. They don't ask you. They don't ask you, no, you studied Vedanta, then we will change our nature. No, they don't ask you. And you have not studied Vedanta, then we will not change. This is also not there. So the elements will continue as they will continue to perform their actions. So they never worry, they never think about that you are a knowledgeable person, you are a Vedantin, or you are non-Vedantin, or who are you? No, there is nothing to do with that. Therefore, he says, no, why you worry about it? Let the artha kriya loke. If the body is having some problem, let it have, because it's of elemental change, and there are reason for karma and all those stories that are there. So artha kriya loke yatha drishta tathaiva sa. So what is seen in empirical level as an appearance, you will have all those as the same. So in a benefiting condition, now if normally we think about this. So because we are benefiting from these elements, right? Because we are having food and water and all those, right? Now in a benefiting condition, we should live in this world. We always think about benefits, because we all think about it. Without benefit, we can't live. Benefit in the means we need support of these 5 elements and all other people around us, our friends and relatives, and everything. So in a benefiting condition, we should live in this world, how not get involved in the appearance of the things after having this knowledge. So this is the secret. This is the sutram of Vedanta. I will repeat once more, because whatever the artha kriya, he says the artha kriya. Artha kriya means, artha means something supportive, something useful for us. Okay, all these transactions are happening. So we get benefited from those. Let the benefit be there. Why you want to leave off those benefits? So let be there. So in benefiting condition, we take over all those benefits and live in this world, not getting involved into the appearance of the things, knowing them as unreal. So this is the analyze. Now, after having this analysis of this existence and 5 elements, you will get this benefit. If you are getting this benefit, then the whole discussion is fruitful and the chapter is, the knowledge of the chapter is applied. So this is the last point we have to understand. So now there is world. We have not destroyed the world. You are living where you are living. You have that body. Your body is not changed. Your activities are also not changed. Let us take like that. Now everything is as it is. So that is called artha kriya loke. Yatha drishta. As it is seen, as it is experienced. Let those experiences be like that. We accept it like that. Why we do that? That's the reason is just now I said. Because if we try to destroy all this and then get liberated from this, it's a foolish thing to do. Because you can't destroy your mind. You cannot destroy your subtle body. Subtle body will continue with you. So if you leave one place and go to another place for more safety, more happiness, no, it won't. Because your mind will be there. After some time, mind will make the place as the old place which you left and came. So this is not a permanent solution. Oh, of course, if you have some outside problem or some other problems, you can go away from it. But in relation with the other modification and facilities or other things, that's a different thing. But your mind will be continuing with you. Therefore, what the Vidyaranya Mahaswami suggests you, that you change your mind, you don't get involved in the appearance of things as real. So let them be there and appear and change or manifest thereon. You be separate from that and no. So just understand those changes. That's what he's suggesting here. So this is all called empirical experiences. So how we live with these empirical experiences, empirical transactions. Vyavahara loka, we say as vyavahara. So how we live with this, that is what he suggested. Now he say, now why you are so against this world? Now somebody can ask the question, no? to Vedantin, why you say always you separate this, separate that, separate this and all this? Why you are so against this world? And you are not talking about that, how to manage this world is a problem. So he says, all those things, no, there are so many other philosophers, other intelligent people. They talk about this, our science. Nowadays we have this physics and all those science. They talk about this. You just take what they say. What you just accept it. The story is over. Now, why we go after that and understand all those things? So, if a science says, okay, there is black hole, you just accept it. Science say, no, no, there was a big bang, you accept it. So, because we have no problem, the big one was there or not, we are not going to lose anything. So, if it is there, it's okay. If it is not there, it is okay. So, let accept it. That's what he says. So we have no time to go after this world and talk about that and make everything clear and then come back to the self and then discuss all these things. We have not so much time. We have only less time. So whatever the other philosophers they talk about this world and its manifestation, we just take that and accept it. Okay, bhai, whatever you say is right. So you as a we taken granted. So you are right, because we are not worried about that. So now the next sloka is concluding with that. Sankhya Kanada Buddhadir Jagat Bhedo Yatha Yatha Utprekshande Nega Yuktya Bhavatvesha Tatha Tatha. So this is the beauty of Pancadashi Kara Vidyaranya Swamiji. He's just free of any ego. He has no ego and no like that. He is only he wants to teach us the essence of Vedanta in a practical way with logic. Now he says, I have no problem with this Sankhya. The philosophers of Sankhya, they say the Prakriti is eternal and Prakriti is Satyam. So okay, if they say that, that's okay. That is good for them. And Kanadas and this all other Vaisheshika, Nayayika, we have so many other philosophers. They say, no, all this world is made out of Paramanus, atoms. So the material cause of this world, this creation is atom. So that is what they say. Okay, that's also right, because they have discussed on this so much. They just try to prove that. So okay, you want to prove it, you prove it. And Bauddhadya and the Buddhist philosopher, they say, some of their schools, one of our school of Bauddha Darshana, Buddhist philosophy, they say this world is shunyam. Okay, bhai, so you accept it as shunyam, it's good for you. And the other people say, no, this is only like mirage. Now you see it, but there is nothing. It's like a dream. Okay, if you are accepting that and it's good for you, let it be like this. So jagat bhedo yatha yatha. So we are not reputing that, because we have no time to do all these things. Going after them and making them understand all these things. So they are imagining in different levels. Utprekshante. Seemingly they are establishing those with their own logics. So the apparent reality, we say in one word. If you say no, Prakriti is the material cause, right? If atoms are the material cause, right? So whatever you say is right, because for us, all those are appearance. So that is your problem. You deal with that. For us, it is an apparent reality. Therefore, it is not the same as you say. So we don't have any quarrel with all those. If science says something, we accept it. So if everything is okay, because we want to go beyond that, and we are getting some benefit. Then why we worry about it? So okay, if they are not interested in Atma Jnanam, the knowledge of this self and the knowledge of Brahman, they will go after all these changes and manifestations and so on. So let them do that. And when they are tired with all this, forma for this, formal understanding and things like that, they will come back. One day they will come back. If they come back, we accept them as our part and give this knowledge. So let them do it. Therefore, don't worry if anybody says something against, just leave them, because that's also a problem with him or the person who is talking. He is not prepared for that. He has not done that. So therefore, he has this problem. You just listen to that, and just that's all. You don't get irritated and no, don't get involved with those. So that is the advice here. So not getting involved in the appearance of all these manifestations. So that is what he says. So let them have all those, and if they want to quarrel each other, let them quarrel. We have no problem. So we just see all those as appearance. So appearance reality. So we mix with this because Maya can do all this. So let it be there. Avatnyadam sadadvaidam nishankairanyavadibhi evam kakshadirasmakam tadvaidamavajanata. No, then someone may just say, no, they are denying your Advaita Jnana. So if somebody is denying your philosophy, your theory, you have to answer, no? Answer them, no? Otherwise, how can you establish your theory of non-duality? Because they are opposing your theory of non-duality. He says, no, you see, avajnadam sad advaitam nishankaihi. By them, very confidently they neglect, disregard our Advaita Darshana. Because they are very strong in that. So they disregard our real Advaita Darshana. Nishankai, he uses the word Nishanka. Nishanka means without doubt. So confidently, they are disregarding Avajnadam Sadadvaitam. Normally, what happens if in your home, if somebody is going against you, and if they say, the person say, no, you what you learn is wrong, what you understand is wrong, is not correct. This is what I understand is right. Then what would be your state of mind? You will be disturbed. You will not get sleep. Oh, all my philosophy is gone. He says it's not right. No, I will just give one example. Very interesting. No, I went to one house in Sikkim. No, 5 years before I went to Sikkim. I visited a house because they arranged a bhiksha for me. Bhiksha means the day meal. So I went to that house. Then all family was there. So when I entered the house, I saw some Buddhist signs, some board, some no, their curtain, their some clothes like that. All those are there, and Bhagavan Krishna, Shiva, and Devi also was there. Then when again I entered into the other room, there I saw cross and everything. So then I was confused. Say, why in single one house they have all these Bhagavad Gita and all these. So okay, anyway, anyhow I have to take my bhiksha. So I sat there and having my bhiksha. But the doubt was there because it seems the house is little confused. Anyway, that mother who gave me Bhiksha, she was she was a good believer of Krishna. So she was quoting Bhagavad Gita and she was chanting the 15th chapter and all those. So I was happy, at least she's okay with me. So we don't know about other person. Then after the food, after the Bhiksha, we had a discussion. Then I just casually asked, so why all these, there are so many things I am seeing inside and all those. Then she says, you see, this is the problem in my house. What she said is, I have three children, no, and myself and her husband. Okay. So we have five person in one house. Now my husband and one boy, they are practicing Buddhism. In the same house, they are practicing Buddhism. And the two girls, they are studying in one Christian school. Therefore, they are practicing Christianity. So they have Christianity and this two who have Buddhism. And myself, I am a devotee of Chinmayananda Swamiji. I studied there and I studied Bhagavad Gita. So I am a Pakka Hindu. So now you see in one house, they are living together, no problem. They have no issues. Then I asked how you manage. She's okay, but they do their own practices and they pray, then they meditate, and everything is there. It's okay. I am managing it. It can happen. So then I said that's the beauty of Vedanta, because you studied Vedanta, you could accept all this. Otherwise, it is impossible in one house and eating one food in one tin table. So how can be like this? It's a very difficult thing. But I was impressed with her tendency, her practice, how she managing the house. Anyway, she was happy when I saw her. So this is possible. No, in this way, when you understand, okay, then what she says the same thing. She said, when they understand, when they grow and then understand, they will come back to my Gita study and all those. Therefore, I don't get irritated with their actions like that. So this is how it is like that. Therefore, if those philosophers, they oppose, disregard our Advaita, we have no problem. Evam kakshatihi asmakam. Then he asked, what is the problem with us? They don't harm us. They kakshatihi. We are not losing anything. So evam kakshatihi asmakam. Tadvaidam avajanatam. Regarding their position, because we understand what is wrong with them. We understand the problem with their understanding. So therefore, regarding their position, regarding their problem, we don't oppose them. We don't go for quarrel. Just okay, because they are very confident with what they are doing. They are very much interested with what they are doing. So let them do for some time. If they get chance to rethink on that, then they may come back. If it's possible, let it happen. Otherwise, also no problem. So that is the attitude we have to take in this practice. Otherwise, you cannot practice this. So you have to, one day you have to bring this attitude in your day life. So, evam kakshadirasmakam tad dvaidam avajanatam. Dvaidavajna susthita chet advaidedhi stira bhaved. Sthaire tasya bumanesha jivan mukta itiryate. Now, on the contrary, with what we have discussed, if one person, one sadhaka, disregarding the duality, Dvaita Avajna, because they were disregarding the Advaita, not duality. So they are living with that. If someone disregard the duality and Susthida ched advaite dhistira bhave. And he will be practicing this Advaita for some time. And after some time, the intellect will be established in this knowledge. Sthira buddhi. He become one with this non-dual experience, non-dual Advaita jnana. When that person will study more, because this profound knowledge will get everything for you. Because what you want in your life, the complete peace of mind and all the happiness and relaxation and all those, only the Advaita Jnana can give that. So ultimately, maybe at the end of their life, they may come back. So once they come back into this and they practice this, Advaite dhistira bhavet, sthaire tasya pumaneshaha. The man who is firmly rooted and convinced in this non-dual Brahman, non-dual knowledge. So he is called Jivan Mukta Idiryate. He is called Jivan Mukta. The liberated one is the Jivan Mukta while in this body, in physical body. So we call it as Jivan Mukta. So the real sense, we can say now he has understood this in real sense. Before, it was not real sense. So real sense man, this Jivan Mukta can be called who has real sense. No, we all have common sense. No, there is a common sense. So common sense means we accept everything, the what people accept. As this is called common sense. What is the definition of common sense? Which is commonly accepted. So everybody say, no, this is right. Then we also say, oh, yes, that is right. It may not be right, but we say that. But this person is not like that. He is not accepting the common sense, but he is accepting the real sense. So this is between common sense and real sense. Now, if you have real sense, the common sense will be accepted as for the sake of the day-to-day life, as a empirical life we accept, material life we accept that. So we need common sense in material life, right? We need real sense in spiritual life. So one who has established this real sense in his life is called Jivan Mukta. He could be a common person, he could be a grahastha, he could be a sannyasi, he could be a sadhaka, or he could be in white cloth, and yellow cloth, and red cloth, or in any cloth. He may be living in Bharata, in India, or living in other worlds, wherever, in whichever way. So he has the real sense. That's the important. So this is the difference. Now, we have to make some adjustment, some compromises, some adjustment with the real sense, between real sense and common sense. You should not leave common sense. No, then you will you will have all the troubles. You will say, no, after studying Vedanta, my common sense has gone. I have no common sense. So this is going to trouble you. So you don't do that. So keep up the common sense for the sake of us. No, I am not saying it. This is all his words. He said in 98 sloka. 98 sloka and 99 the sloka. He's saying that. So you accept it, and then only you can live. So if you are a housewife, be a housewife. Don't worry, if I am a housewife, my Vedanta will go away. If you are doing some profession, you are doing some work in the office, let be. You do that. You are a mother, keep that sense. You are a grandma, you keep that sense. So there is nothing against this. So that is called common sense. We know this common sense is for only this. The purpose of common sense is common sense only. That's all. To keep the common sense. So understand the real sense and be in common sense. That's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. So real sense man is called Jivan Mukta. That's why just I brought this word to just compare the common sense, because everybody say about this. When we study Vedanta, think about this, we have so much confusion, and we are problems with all dealing with people, and we are unable to uh, go and live with others, talk with others. No, so these are all nonsense actually. You have to keep a correct line between your real life and the common life. Like no, for our sannyasins, we have this trouble, because wherever we go, we are seen as a special character, no special person. We are like not seen as a common person, because we are wearing different cloth and different style, different shoe, chappals, and everything. All structure is different. So we are very uncommon in many places. Then what happens? Also deal with us as uncommon. So then, if we also do like that, then there is confusion always. So therefore, we have to keep a line. We have to just watch where we should be in that sense, in the real sense, as a sannyasi, and where we should. So that is the discussion, beautiful discussion here. That's the Jivan Mukta. Now, what about Jivan Mukta? How? What is the character? What is the life of Jivan Mukta? How he experience the world? It is said in Bhagavad Gita. So here, Vidyaranya Mahaswami is quoting directly from Bhagavad Gita, the last shloka of second chapter of Gita. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuhyate स्थित्वास्यामन्धकालेऽपि brahmanirvanamrichhati. So this shloka, I think you all know the meaning of the shloka. Shri Krishna says to Arjuna as the last upadesham in second chapter, 70, shloka number 72. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha. O Arjuna, this is the stage of experience of Brahman. Esha sthiti, Brahmi sthitihi. This is the experience that you are in Brahman. So Brahmi sthitihi, you are one with Brahman. Nainam prapya vimuhyati. So once you attain this, there is no delusion will provoke again. So Nainam prapya vimuhyati. So delusion will not overtake again. It will not come back. So that is the difference. If the delusion and illusion and all those problems are coming and again and again, then that this Brahmi Sthiti is not experienced. So the Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati. That is the proof for that. Sthitvasyam andakalepi Brahma Nirvana Mrichati. So being in this stage, he is called Jivan Mukta. So Sthitvasyam. So being in this stage, having experienced this stage, at the end of his life, when the time comes to leave the body and mrityu, marana, to antakale, api Brahma Nirvana Mrichati. He will attain Brahma, the oneness of Brahma, the Advaitam of Brahma after leaving this body. Now, he was one with Brahma while he was in this body. And after leaving this body also, he will be with Brahma. There is no rebirth for him. So it is gone, it's completed. So there is no individual identity, the individuality of that person who already experienced this. So that is the inner meaning of this shloka. Now one word, asyam antakale. So antakala means the last moment. At the last moment. Antakala. Now Acharya will take this word antakala and give two meanings. So one is while you are in body also you have antakala. And after leaving this body, after death also you have antakala. So the moment of death is also antakala. And before that also this antakala can be experienced. The death can be experienced. That is not normal death. That is the death of samsara, death of ignorance, death of delusion, confusion. So he will give two meanings that we will see in next session. So in next section, we will complete this second chapter of Pancadashi. Harihi Om. Over to you for questions, if any.
Hariom Swamiji, I have one question, which is from the last class, actually.
Yes.
We discussed about the pervasiveness of the five elements, which is reduced by 1/10 from space to finally Earth. Also, we mentioned that the pervasiveness is 10 times more than space to the Maya. So I don't know how we need to understand the limitation of Maya's pervasiveness, which is mentioned as 10 times more than space.
You see, this is just I that time also I mentioned this point. This is not like 10 times more, 10 times less. This is just to understand, no, how it is pervasive, how it is less pervasive and more pervasive. That for the sake of the understanding, is here the author is giving this formation. That's all. And now, if the Akasha is created according to Vedanta, if that is right, then the creator, the what is created must be less pervasive than from which it is created. This is the common theory, because cause will be more pervasive than the effect. So this is how it is calculated. This 1/10 and all these are just the for the sake of when we understand something we need to know some formula. So he gave this formula, that's all. Okay.
I have one more question. If others don't have any question, I can ask.
Yeah.
In this today's session.
Just wait. If I have anybody have any other question, please ask. Yes, no question. You can ask.
Okay.
Continue with.
Yeah, today's 96th sloka, we talked about the whole cosmos as Brahmandam, and in the middle of that, there are
Hmm.
about 14 lokas. And we also
Hmm.
mention as per our karma, we take the
Hmm.
appropriate loka. So just I wanted
Hmm.
to understand, is there any gradation? Even in the Jivan Mukta, we say, Krama Mukti, we say we go to the higher lokas. So the higher and lower, is there
Hmm.
any good or bad? Or when we say karma,
Yeah,
as per the
actually,
karma,
as I said, uh, this is for Jivan Mukta, of course, he has no world to go because his karma is destroyed. Okay. So therefore, he has no going and coming and all those. He is there everywhere. Now, for other people who have not realized, they have their karma, they are attached with their karmas. So that is what we call it Sukshma Sharira. So in Sukshma Sharira, the level of consciousness, according to the level of, in accordance with the level of consciousness, it takes different level of experience. So this is elaborately discussed in Chandogya Upanishad Bhashya as well as in Brahma Sutra Bhashya. So this point is raised there, how we can understand this. So practically for the yogis, like they go to many worlds and they experience and all this. In all other religions also they say that. Mostly the other religions, they don't have much different words. So they have only two, heaven and hell. That's all. We have, there are maybe five, six, seven variations of uh, no, this heaven and all those. So this is according to our understanding, or understanding in the sense what we understand, our level of consciousness changes. Now, if you we normally understand the common sense, just now we discussed about the common sense. So then that's a normal understanding. So we go from that normal level to up normal, the upping the up consciousness level. That's the experience there. So then this is done by spiritual sadhana and yogic sadhana and like that. So the consciousness changes, and then the pervasiveness of Atma, of course, it changes. And your Sukshma Sharira also become wider and wider. So this is the basic concept we can understand from that. That is how Bhagavad Pada Shankaracharya discussed this, because this is very no, it's not a no, it's not a subject of normal understanding. So we have to follow Shastras how they say this. So he has given many examples for that. Like even in this world, there are people who understand things differently. No, even this in this world, when we live, there are so many people. They understand things in a different level, different dimension. So how it's possible? Like the poets, we can take the example of poet. They write poetry. When we read those poetry, we see a different dimension of the same object, how we see and how they see. So this dimension comes from that level of the change of consciousness, change of mental understand, the perception changes. So this is how it goes. And according to the energy also, when our consciousness changes, our energy levels changes. So it goes, no, we can just say from subtle level to subtler level, and like that. It goes like that. So that is the answer for that. It's very complicated subject, how the karmas are manifested in this level and all those. So it can be discussed. Therefore, at the end, what Acharya says is right. If you go after all these manifestation and things, it's very difficult to understand all those. So leave them off and try to understand the Atma here. If you want to understand scientifically and with all pramanas, it's also possible. There is Shastram for that. We can understand that also.
But in the Karma Mukti, we say we take a step-by-step promotion to the higher loka. So
No, Krama Mukti, there are no step by step, only one step. From here to the Brahmaloka, from there, liberator. It is not coming back. It's called
okay.
Krama Mukti. Only one step. Because here,
Directed,
because
okay.
of some reason, he could not experience that Jivan Mukti. There was some karma left over or something left. So then it's actually it's a punishment. You are going there to the Brahmaloka because you could not achieve here. So you are punished and transferred to Brahmaloka. Then from there you will get, again you have study there, then you will get liberated. That is what it says. It's a concept of Krama Mukti, because we have to make some logic, some theory for all the people or different level of people. Now some are in this level, some are in those level, and how we accommodate all those. So Shastrakaras, the Shastra made all these different level of understanding, because people will ask, if I am doing sadhana very seriously, but unfortunately if I could not get liberated in this very birth, then what would happen to me? So people may ask. So then this answer is there in the Shastras. This is not made by us. It is already there in the Veda and Vedantic textbooks. So in Chandogya Upanishad and other Upanishads, they are talking about this. Okay. So we will talk this. Actually, all these subjects are there in Turya Dipte Prakaranam, Tripti Dipte Prakaranam, and Chitradipa Prakaranam. It is full of this discussion. All these matters will come, and our Vidyaranya Mahaswamiji is very good in answering such questions. He has good logic and practical answers for this. So he will give and make us convinced that this is how it is happened. Okay, we conclude with this. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hare Om. Nara.